South Asia, as you know, is home to various festivals, religious and cultural. People of South Asia celebrate various colorful festivals, but this year, from 13th of January onwards, there is going to be a massive congregation of people. This is called Maha Kumbh Mela. Massive amount of number of people participate in this Mela. This year, after the 12 years, it is happening again. We are going to talk about the colorfulness, cultural diversity, and the religious and spiritual underpinnings of the festival. Hello and welcome to New Wave Global. You are watching Unraveled with Marvi Sarmat. And we are focusing on South Asia as usual. South Asia, as you know, is home to various festivals, religious and cultural, from Eid to Holi, Diwali, Christmas, Easter, Baisakhi. People of South Asia celebrate various colorful festivals, but this year, from 13th of January onwards, there is going to be a massive congregation of people. Massive means massive. This is called Maha Kumbh Mela. It happens every 12 years, and a lot of people, a massive amount of number of people participate in this Mela. Last time when this was held, it was 2013, and around 12 crore people participated in the Mela, and they came from all over the world. All over India, yes, but all over the world. This year, after the 12 years, it is happening again. And this year, Indian government has estimated the oncoming of the participation of around 40 crore people. 40 crore people, which is a number higher than almost all the population of almost all the countries except two, which is India and China. So we are going to talk about this, the colorfulness, the diverse cultural diversity, and the religious and spiritual underpinnings of the festival. And we have our very own Rohit Sharma ji with us, who is the senior journalist from India, and he will explain to us what this Mela is all about and how the government of India is going to take care of such an influx. Remember, the biggest influx of people that any country sees so far has been the Hajj congregation in Saudi Arabia and the Karbala on the eve of 9th and 10th Muharram in Iraq. But this one is several times more than the Hajj congregation and the Karbala congregation. So let's start. Rohit ji, thank you very much for being with us.
Thanks a lot, ma'am, for calling. And this is an event which happens once in 12 years. This is called Maha Kumbh. And if you talk about Maha Kumbh or the Kumbh, actually, Kumbh is something in Hindu mythology. There was a churning of a divine mountain, and four drops fell from it, and four drops fell on four different locations. One was Haridwar, second was Prayagraj, third Nasik and Ujjain. So Kumbh happens every 3 years in these four, one by one, every 3 years in these four locations. But the Mahakumbh is special.
Sorry, according to mythology, there were four teardrops that fell on these various locations, several hundred miles apart from each other. So one is Haridwar, and Haridwar puja and the congregation, the pilgrimage Haridwar is quite popular and quite, common. But it happens, Haridwar happens every year, or what is the...
Every Kumbh or Mahakumbh happens every 12 years on four locations.
Okay.
One by one.
Hmm.
And these were not teardrops. These were drops of divine drink. Divine.
Divine.
divine drops.
All right.
Divine.
All right.
Okay.
Hmm.
And there was a churning. There was a battle going on between the gods and and the devils, and this I mean like divine people, and this drop, and many more things came out of it. Many more things came out of it, like nectar elixir came out of it. Then liquor came out of it. Then poison came out of it. There were so many things came out of it, and these four drops fell here. And since then, this, but then more important is the place where it is happening this time around. It is happening at the what do you say, conjunction of Ganga and Yamuna, two rivers, very old rivers, and a third river which used to flow in the Vedic times. It is no more available, known as Saraswati. That Saraswati river has vanished due to
Oh.
global warming or whatever, and it is not that it has vanished more recently. It vanished long back. We can through satellite we can see the drainage of that river, but that river doesn't exist anymore.
A
Now
long
Ganga,
time ago means centuries ago, or
in the written history we do not find any mention of
oh,
that river.
okay.
We do not find. We
Hmm.
find mention of that river in only in mythological texts. We
Okay.
can find the we find the drainage of that river
Hmm.
via satellite pictures, but we
Okay.
have not been able to find out the water. Of
Hmm.
course, it is said that water flows somewhere below and it comes out at the very conjunction of these two at the Sangam.
Hmm.
The place where Ganga and Yamuna meet is known as Sangam.
Yeah.
Sangam, and there is the Sangam of Saraswati as well. Now, Saraswati doesn't exist.
Hmm.
Now, it used to exist in Vedic times, and we have written evidence of that. So,
Hmm.
now this is going to be the first Mahakumbh after the inauguration of Ram Temple. A
Okay.
BJP government BJP government is already prone to, or you can say BJP is itself Hindutva. Yogi
Hmm.
Adityanath, a saint himself, is sitting on the chief minister's chair. So this Mahakumbh takes much more importance. And the previous Mahakumbh happened during the time of the Samajwadi Party, the different party, which is in opposition at that time. The budget at that time was 1,152 crore rupees.
Hmm.
This time around, the estimated budget is 6,000 crores, 6,382 crores to be precise, but it is expected to exceed 8,500 crores. That's $1 billion. Around 40 crore people are going to reach there. And if you see the kind of housing, the sea kind of facilities though that have been made, one particular area, that exact Sangam area,
Hmm.
uh, you may misunderstand it to be a city, because they have made roads, they have made, of course, temporary roads, they've made tents out there, more than 1 lakh toilets have been made, the
Oh.
street lights, and already the drone view is available with us. UP government has released it. It looks like a magnificent picnic spot, but there's something religious to it.
Hmm.
There in Hinduism, there are akhadas. Akhada means akhada is like uh, one place where saints live. The
Hmm.
Naga sadhus. Naga sadhus do not wear even a single cloth.
Hmm.
They always cover themselves in either sand or ash. No, they come here for the Shahi Snan, first Snan,
Hmm.
first bath. And akhadas are allocated time from 5 o'clock to 5:30. One akhada comes, 5:30 to 6, one akhada comes.
Oh.
Thousands of sadhus are going to take bath. Now, these persons, these sadhus, have immense, what do you say, immense power in terms of Hinduism. I'm not talking about any other power. They have power, they have reach within the masses. They are venerated in the Hindu religion. So I'm not talking about any mystical powers or like that.
Hmm.
That people claim, I don't have any claim on it, and neither
Hmm.
I'm going to claim it. I have not seen those powers. So
Hmm.
people claim that they have mystical powers, they can do enormous things.
Hmm.
This is all subjected to speculation or subjected to debate. I am not going to that. But these Naga sadhus have immense support within the Hindu community. Now, secondly, they are venerated. Naga sadhus are venerated, no doubt about it. They dedicate their entire life to religion,
Hmm.
and when they die, they're buried. That's it. They live inside their akhadas. They never come out, rarely, but rarely they come out during these kumbhs only, or else they remain there and they just meditate, nothing else. There are women Naga sadhus as well. They also remain inside the kharas. They never come out. Now, coming
Then
to
this, sorry, this during the events of this Mela,
Magan.
on it's not only the sadhus that will participate, ordinary people will also participate.
First day, only the sadhus will come out.
Okay.
Yeah.
First day, and the
After
first day
the
is on 13th of January.
this will happen on 13th, 14th. 14th is the first Shahi Snan, Makar Sankranti. The
Shahi
day
Snan? What is Shahi Snan?
Shahi Snan means the sadhus are taking bath. The normal commoners won't take bath.
Okay. And they will be
Right.
just watching them taking the bath.
People can watch. There will be live telecast,
Oh.
so people will watch. There's no problem. And if you belong to one clan, or
Hmm.
if you're one of the, initially the sadhus will take bath after around 12 p.m., 12 noon. People start going, because till that all the akharas are over. So after that, people come and take. Frankly speaking, Ganga at the moment is so pure. Uh,
Hmm.
you can just take a water and drink.
Hmm.
Otherwise, it has so many impurities that you can't even think of having a bath there. Now, no garbage, no pollution is going through Ganga. Ganga's water is pure and they have blocked it. There's so much of water in Ganga at the moment, and it is winter time, so it's going to be pretty clear, pretty wonderful. But if frankly speaking, very few of commoners will be going there. On the first day, akhadas will take bath, and then later on, other people will be pouring in. But those cities, those tents,
Hmm.
they have AC tents, they have full facilities, electronic vehicles, and all. Means the government has done a wonderful job. Firstly, secondly, um if you look at it, how much they have invested in
Hmm.
this year's Kumbh, 12 years back when it happened, there were around 12 crore people. Now it's going to be 40 crore people. They have installed 2,300 CCTV cameras. There are 99 temporary parking lots, uh, and those temporary parking lots are not small ones. They can accommodate a lot of cars. More than 1.5 lakh toilets, and it's this entire area. This entire area is 4,000 hectares. So if you look at it, what do you say? It's a city in itself. People, um, those people who are going to serve there, or those people who are going to deliver over there, those people who are going to clean the area, those people who are going to tea vendors, food vendors, they are already geared up, and perhaps this will be of the magnitude which has never been seen on this planet Earth.
I'm sure. Yeah. Absolutely. So, how do you think the Maha Kumbh Mela? First, is the difference between Kumbh and Maha Kumbh? Is it just the number of people, or there are other events, other things that separate, that differentiate between these two events?
I told you Kumbh takes place in four places, right?
Yeah, but Maha Kumbh,
Mahakumbh happens only in Prayagraj.
Okay, so that
Rest of
is the
them are
only
Kumbh.
difference. That is the only difference between Kumbh
That's
and
the only difference.
okay.
Rest
So,
of them, none happens at Sangam.
oh,
Rest of them happen on the banks of a river.
hmm,
Haridwar, Ujjain, Shipra River, Nasik, it is Narmada. So it happens only on a banks of river, but this one happens at the conjunction of three rivers, to be precise, two now. So this is called Mahakumbh.
yeah. And you have explained about the akhadas, about Shahi Isnan. But are these the only key? What are the key rituals total in this 1 month, 1.5 month that will be performed during the Mahakumbh?
Prayers are going to be performed, but the Shahi Snan happens to be the biggest thing. In fact, there are many Shahi Snans. One will be the first Shahi Snan is going to happen on 14th, that is Makar Sankranti. Second Shahi Snan will be 29th January, that's Moni Amavasya. Third Shahi Snan is going to happen on 3rd of February, that's Basant Panchami. Fourth Shahi Snan will be Maghi Purnima, that's 12th of February, and 29th Mahashivratri will be the final Shahi Snan. So Shahi Snan is the most important because all the saints, all the Nagasadhus, all the Akhadas came in for this only. And after that, Akhadas are going to pack up and they will go back to their base wherever their base is, either Haridwar or Rishikesh, whatever. And this Kumbh will be no less than, if you talk about it, no less than 50,000 crore rupees of transaction, because people come here, they're going to spend money, they're going to purchase things. A lot of things are going to be sold here, a lot of things are going to be bought here. And religion is a big business at the moment. So to look
And it
at
is
it,
going to be in UP. Yeah, this Prayagraj is in UP, right?
Prayagraj, this is actually the name which was earlier, the name was Allahabad.
Hmm.
You all know about Allahabad, but then
Yeah.
more recently, Yogi government has changed the name to Prayagraj because this is Prayag. Sangam is also called Prayag. So Prayag and Prayagraj. So Ganga Yamuna, that's the Sangam of Ganga Yamuna. And people traditionally, Prayag and Banaras both
Mhm.
have been traditionally been the epicenter of Hinduism.
Absolutely. And we have heard a lot about Banaras as well. And but what do you think? How do you think the Mahakumbh has evolved from the old times? For example, what are the immediate 2 to 3 Mahakumbhs? You might have seen at least one or two Mahakumbhs before this one. So, how do you think Mahakumbh has evolved from, say, 30 years ago to now?
30 years back, 50 years back, or 100 years back, it used to be a very small affair, with the around, you say 1,000 tents, or the people who used to pour in was somewhere in lakhs, and the transportation at that time was not such nice. The roads were not too good. Railways, I mean, like, the railways was working, but was never such a nice railways. Today we have such wonderful transportation that people from far off can reach Prayagraj. And secondly, the most important thing, that Prayagraj will be able to accommodate this much of population. uh,
Oh,
you need roads, you need hotels, you
yeah.
need restrooms, you need dormitories, you need food. At least
A
if
lot of
30 crore people are
infrastructure.
40 crore, you need to feed them.
Mm.
So much of milk has to be there, so much of vegetables, so much of wheat flour has to be there. So they are going to actually they're going to actually it's going to be one fourth of the country out there. They will feed one fourth of the country in this particular 2 month span. So it's mega event. And if you look at it, the chief minister Yogi has visited this home minister and prime minister so many times in the past 1 month. He has visited the prime minister in the past 1 month. He has visited the prime minister twice and home minister more than twice. So he has been updating them on this Mahakumbh, and the prime minister himself is also interested in, because of course BJP has been fighting election on the name of Hindutva, and if this goes on wonderfully, they will get some leverage out of it.
Hmm.
I don't think they will get a lot of leverage, but they're surely going to get some leverage out of it. Then, secondly, Mahakumbh has been something which is very close to the hearts of Hindus. So, people living nearby, UP, Uttar Pradesh itself is a state which has more than 25 crore population.
Yeah.
Had Uttar Pradesh been a separate country, it would have had the fifth largest population in the world. So people from Uttar Pradesh themselves come. Yeah.
Pakistan is 25 crore. For the people who do not understand the crore and these numbers, Pakistan is 250 million, and this Kumbh Mela will accommodate 400 million people
Mm.
in 30 days, almost. Yeah.
Almost, yeah. So not exactly 30 days. It's going to be more than 30 days. From 13th of January to 26th. It's going to be around 40,
One and
45
a
days.
half month, around
One
one and
and
a
a
half.
half. Yeah. So then
Incredible. That's fascinating, actually.
And it's such a big event. It's such a big
Yeah.
event. You need to the administration, all the big and all the senior IAS officers had and IPS officers have already reached Prayagraj 1 month back. They
Yeah.
are managing the state from Prayagraj, and
Mm.
entire administration is there.
Yeah.
All the leaders are visiting Prayagraj to just to see that no stampede takes place,
And it is going
no
to be different
untoward.
this time, because in 2013, when it happened, that time I think the government was in UP, the government was Akhilesh Yadav's government.
Oh, that was Mulayam sir. Yeah, Akhilesh Gandhi. Yeah, exactly. So,
Yeah.
Samajwadi parties. So actually,
Samajwadi Party.
Samajwadi party doesn't get so much of impetus or so much of what do you say, respect from Hindutva lobby. So Samajwadi party doesn't even they may manage because it's a source of revenue, but they were not so much of interested in Hindutva. But this
Yeah,
government,
they had some secular underpinnings, so they were more focused on that agenda. But I think in this time is under the Yogi government, and of course the BJP, overall BJP, Modi ji is the prime minister. This is going to be different, and that is why a lot of people are watching it with interest. But what do you think in modern India? How does an event like the Mahakumbh Mela intersect with the political landscape?
if you look at the political landscape, all those we'll see a lot of religious people reaching and taking bath. No doubt
Yeah.
about it. None will be taken by a lot of people, but political people are going to go there and they will take a bath, and
Hmm.
that bath will be in front of the media just to prove that they either support Hindutva or they respect Hindutva, whatever. We've seen even Muslim leaders taking bath just to show that their constituency, that I am for Hindutva and you should vote for me.
Hmm.
Hindutva
You see,
is
people who it's a religious and spiritual event, right? So everyone who participates in Kumbh Mela or Mahakumbh Mela does not necessarily subscribe to Hindutva ideology. You can be a simple Hindu who believes in secularism, but you can still participate in Mahakumbh. Don't you think?
yes, most of the population is like that. Most of the population is like that, right? People come and people actually, if you look at it, people come for their own religious motives. They take a snan and they go back. That's it. They're not interested into Hindutva, and even if they are interested, they're interested into Hindutva just for voting,
Yeah.
not for
But
taking
this
part in
time, I
election.
think this time the government and the overall environment will make it about Hindutva.
Yo, and secondly, we are now. as you can see that UPs will also go for elections very soon in the sense in next 1 or 2 years. So Yogi will also take path. Prime Minister will, as Prime Minister, he comes from Gujarat, but he's
Hmm.
the MP from Varanasi, UP. So he will also take a bath. And if the Prime Minister takes a bath, Home Ministers are also going to be there. And many more ministers from UP,
Hmm.
from the central government and other states. They are going to take bath. Even if I'm speculating it right, you can see Rahul Gandhi going there. You can see Priyanka Vadra going there. You can see many more leaders going there because now if the politics is in India has to go somewhere, it has to go via the temples. This is for
Correct.
sure. Modi government has demonstrated one thing very clearly, that nobody can win elections without going to with or without taking refuge of Hindutva. Every political party, that political this very Akhilesh Yadav's political party or Akhilesh Yadav government, Akhilesh Yadav suspended one DN, one district magistrate for breaking the wall, for demolishing the wall of one mosque. And he said that in front of the media mics, media cameras. Then later, when this Yogi Hindutva came in and Modi Hindutva came in, this very Akhilesh Yadav came out with to in front of the media and said that we are going to make a Hindu temple bigger than Angkor Wat. So every political party has to go through that Hindutva channel. Now, all those people who were, in fact, even today, iftar parties are going on. If the every political party gives iftar parties, but Hindutva was ignored earlier. Now they are going to iftar parties as well as puja. And in fact, Farooq Abdullah was in some puja part some time back. He was also doing Mata ka Jagrata and all. So we can see a radical change in the Indian polity as well as electoral politics, that Hindutva is here to stay.
Hmm. Uh, and yeah, of course, because Hindus are the largest, the in largest number, it's a majority which cannot be, denied visibility. But as an outsider, 30 to 40 years ago, a large number of Indians would be. I won't say that they were lesser of Hindus. I mean, they were very staunch Hindus as well, staunch Muslims, staunch Christians. I mean, they would believe in whatever their faith used to be. But even then, there was a lot more inclusiveness than the majoritarianism. Now we see that it is going to be different. But it's for Indians to decide whatever they want. If Hindus are in majority, they have all the right to be visible by whatever means they want to be. But do you think the state's involvement in organizing and promoting this event, and participation of so many officials, as you said, not only officials, but the political leaders who are part of the government and who are part of the power structure, that would influence the spiritual nature of this event?
Oh, that influences, no doubt about it, no doubt about it. But then they are also needed there. If you are trying to bring in 40 crore people in a span of 50 days,
Hmm.
so 1 crore per day or 75 lakh per day, you have to manage them. Any stampede can happen. Or if not a stampede, then a scarcity can happen. Milk or tea or food, the prices can actually escalate like anything. So to maintain that supply, these
Hmm.
people are needed. Then secondly, Kumbh
Even a
is
stampede happened yesterday, I think, in
today only a stampede happened
Chinese.
at
Yeah,
Tirupati. Tirupati.
yeah,
Any unregulated crowd can go into stampede, so they are there to manage it. And actually, things if you talk about Hajj, that happens every year. They
yeah.
have they have
Every year, almost every year, there is stampede or fire. you know.
of stampede fire. No, but then the Saudi Arabia government has the time, or because they manage it every year, so they're in a position to manage it.
Yeah.
Over here, it happens once in 12 years.
Mhm.
So all those people who managed it last time around, perhaps they are not there, they've retired. A new fleet has come in, a new government has come in. So they have to put in more efforts for that.
Yeah.
Firstly. Secondly, because it is a big affair. It is a big affair. International tourists come here. And mind you, the Naga sadhus who do not wear anything, there are foreigners also in that.
Mm.
So those people also come here. So if you look at it, it's going to be some years back. There was one lady Naga Sadhu came with full. Her body was wrapped in this ash, and she wanted to take a bath. Then police arrested her for that. Then now these things do happen. Police has to take care of it. Now, if you look at it, it is a big business also.
Of course, it generates a lot of economic activity. Yeah.
Less than, not less than 50,000 crores is going to be transacted over there. So it is a big revenue for UP government as well. So
Yeah.
we have to take care of that also. And the UP government is, perhaps this is the biggest event of the world happening in UP. So UP government will promote itself over there. UP government is going to promote its investment. UP government has been asking for investments. They have built corridors, defense corridor. They're going to promote that defense corridor. They have built AK-203 factory, BrahMos factory. They're going to export BrahMos as well. They're going to export arms also. They are going to build big knowledge parks here. So they want investments. So they're going to promote themselves. Look, we can organize 40 crore people at one time. We are worthy, we are trustworthy, we can do it. So that's what they're going to portray in front of the investors. You come here, and then Yogi has himself been in touch with investors. So investors are pouring in. More recently, the textiles from Bangladesh, as Bangladesh is now facing so many problems. So textile operators from Bangladesh and all, they're trying to come to UP, and Yogi is going to take advantage of that. That's what we know. And
Would have been a very, yeah, it would have been a great, I mean, it's a great news for the people of UP, because that will bring trickle down to the people if UP generates income for so many people during this event, and it will trickle down to the rest of the year as well. But would have been so much better if people, if there was trade between, all South Asian countries. That would have become a place for merchandise from all over South Asia. Do you think people, Hindus from Pakistan and other neighboring countries are also coming? Are they allowed to come?
yeah, they're allowed. Actually, as we are talking, one Muslim delegation from Pakistan is in Ajmer at the moment.
Okay.
You can find the visuals
For
on
Maha
ANI.
Kumbh Mela. For Maha
No,
Kumbh.
no, that's Ajmer. That's Ajmer.
That's
Was
Ajmer.
the
No,
other.
I'm talking about Maha Kumbh. Are Pakistani Hindus coming to
Yeah,
participate in?
Pakistani Hindus have been given visas. They are coming, no doubt.
How
But
many?
then
How many visas? Have you any
I
figures?
don't have the exact figure at the moment. I don't have the exact figure at the moment, but they are Pakistani Hindus. But then the problem is Pakistani Hindus do not, or maybe they're not so much well off. So they are unable to go to Islamabad, take the visa, and then come. One thing. Secondly, Pakistani Hindus, once they come here and they go back, they are under surveillance. So they do not prefer to come. Finally, Pakistani Hindus do come here, not for the Kumbh only, for other religious places as well. So we've seen it in Ayodhya, seen it in Dwarka, we've seen it in Vrindavan, that Pakistani Hindus come and they just offer prayers there. They stay there for some times, but once they go back, they're under surveillance. So this almost happens to
I
everybody.
mean, it's
That's why.
unfortunate. It should not be like that. But I mean, I just want to bring this for our viewers that Pakistan Hindus are not very poor community, they are actually very well off minority. They are insane that most of them are traders, or they're very well educated, they're doctors and they're engineers, and they're business people. But it's about the caste, the lower caste people, they are everywhere downtrodden. They're even in India, they're most of them are downtrodden. And that makes me, gives me a good segue for Rohit ji, you. How does caste play a role in this festival, both historically and today? I mean, how does it play? All castes are, there on the same page about this.
Once you see a crowd of 40 crores, how many, you and me, nobody can but just by looking at our face, nobody can tell who's a Hindu or who's not, and nobody can tell who's an upper caste or who's not. That the same thing happens there. Once you have a crowd of 40 crores, who can verify if a person is a higher caste or low caste? No, and nobody asks, nobody dares ask. It is a crime in India to differentiate on the basis of caste. So, frankly speaking, yogi is there, and if you look at the structure of the yogi's cabinet, the deputy CM is himself from a low caste. So, and he has been given the job to manage it.
Hmm.
Now, in Kumbh or in any other Hindu temple,
Hmm.
caste, maybe in the ancient times or maybe 100 years back, caste was a
Hmm.
major factor because people knew the background of everybody. They were local. Now, anybody coming from a different city, how can
Hmm.
you find out the caste of that person? So over here, or in India as such, on the streets, there is nothing known as a caste, there's nothing known as a religion in India. You don't you can't even verify if the person is a Muslim or a Christian or somebody until and unless the person himself tells you. Even in this particular Mahakumbh, even a Muslim can come and have a bath. Nobody is going to object to it. Just the reason, because you can't verify until and unless you see his passport or you see his identity card. So over here, it's so tough to manage so many people. So, in fact, nobody will be able to get the figure that how many upper caste people had a bath and how many. And frankly speaking, more than half of the people over there, because more than half of the people are belong to either SCs, STs, OBCs. More than half of the population of India belong to the low caste segment. So more than half of the people are going to be from that segment. It's going to be very clear. So there is nothing known as a caste when such things or any other religious congregation that happens or any other or any government function happens or anything. Look, caste is moreover extinct from cities. Maybe it's present in villages, but not to that extent. Where what used to happen 100 years back, they were not allowed to sit with the upper caste, they were not allowed to go to the same schools. Now that caste has been reduced to just to marriages. Otherwise, they all come to same functions. They all stay together. Holy, they all play together. So I mean, the caste is now moreover over from India, thanks to the so many steps taken by the government.
Absolutely. So here, let's stay in touch, Rohit ji. We will bother you once again during the Kumbh Mela, and we might have to do it for our Hindi and Urdu viewers as well. So I thank you very much. As we conclude this a deep dive into the Maha Kumbh Mela, it becomes clear that this ancient festival is far more than just a congregation of faith. It is a living testament to India's profound spiritual heritage, cultural complexity, and collective consciousness. From the sacred dips in the confluence of the Ganga, as Ganga and Jumna and Saraswati, as our guest Rohit Sharma ji called it Sangam, to the centuries old rituals and the millions who gather 400 million people who gather seeking spiritual renewal. This festival continues to inspire awe, reflection, and even critical conversations about the intersection of faith, politics, and human rights in modern India. And with that token, in modern South Asia, we have explored the historical significance, the spiritual depth, and the challenges of hosting such a massive event. But the essence of the Maha Kumbh Mela lies in its power to remind us of our shared humanity, our collective purpose, and the quest for inner peace. Values that transcend beyond borders, beliefs, and time itself. Thank you very much to Rohit Sharma ji for sharing your insights and helping us better understand this magnificent event. And thank you to our viewers for joining us on this journey. Stay curious, stay informed. I'm Marvi Sarmat, and this has been Unraveled with me. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring. Have a good day.